Man, this game is crazy. You know, you come out here 1 week, you look like a major champion. The next week, you look like a 25 handicapper from Crabapple, North Dakota. But
let's go, bro.
3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2, 1 putt, par 4, birdie, ooh, new driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high and 2 fingers pointed at you, pew pew, fairway to green, conk off that I'm playing. Sometimes these par 3 green look like an island, a punch in and keep it on dry land, at least I might try, man, up with that 5 and might use the trap, man. I got a check, man, line tango, ball speed, rated that batsman, and where that ball land. Watch that's on my hand, is yours not the time, man. Yeah, that's my garment. I feel like Ron, man. Not talking noodles, I'm talking about John, man. And Gary Woodland, stripes over Travis Fulton, got me striping like Dustin Johnson. 59 watchdog, the way that.
That's right, baby. Nothing is OB. South Texas Golf Podcast, episode 149. We're back, baby. And tonight, we're on a special night right now. Normally, we don't do Tuesdays, but tomorrow we got a big FOREBROS event going on out at La Cantera tomorrow. All right. And so tonight, we're going to be announcing 2 registered people who have registered for tomorrow night's or tomorrow's round at La Cantera will win 2 free rounds of golf. We're going to be giving out 2 free rounds of golf, and that is courtesy of La Cantera and FOREBROS Tour. Now, right now, Brucey is having a little technical difficulties, but we're going to bring on our special guest of the night. Now, this gentleman has been in the game for about 35 years. People are already trying to put him into early retirement, but this dude is kicking. He's still one of the best supers out there, one of the best in the city. And he's working on a major greens renovation out there at the Quarry golf course. Everyone's excited. Everyone's waiting. You have those Quarry golf members out there that are chomping at the bit to get out on his course. He shared a little bit of time with us this last week, and we're so thankful tonight to have on one of the GOATs in the superintendent game, Director of Agronomy, Bruce Berger.
Thanks for having me, Andy. Appreciate it.
Hey, dude. Man, I'm going to tell you, you had us out there at your course this past or last week, and it was really great to see. For being in the game for 31 years, you got your hands full.
Yeah, we shut down May 1st and brought Heritage Links in, which was a contractor that we hired to do the work, to strip the sod, to fumigate the greens. You saw them, and so yeah, we're rocking and rolling, man.
All right. So for those of you that don't know, if you're just hopping on right here, we're having on tonight. We have Bruce Berger, the Director of Agronomy for Quarry Golf Course here in San Antonio. Now, let's see. Let's bring on Freddie right there. Freddie,
let's go.
How you doing, bro?
Doing pretty good, man.
All right, Freddie's here.
Come on.
All right, he's ready to rock. So, Bruce, why don't you kind of take us down your golf journey and how you got to be one of the best in the agronomy game here in San Antonio?
Well, I'll give you the Reader's Digest version of my story. I grew up in Nacogdoches, Texas, up in East Texas, and there's a little country club up there called Piney Woods Country Club. At the time, I started there. It was a 9-hole golf course, and I was in high school, and I was a night waterman. I was the mechanic. I mowed whatever needed to be mowed, and I worked at Piney Woods. We built a new 9 holes while I was there in college, and worked there through college, graduated from college at Stephen F., and was fortunate enough to get the assistant superintendent's job at Oak Hills 87 and 88 when I was there. So we got to host the first $1 million PGA Tour event, and then the next year in 87 was the first $2 million PGA Tour event that Tom. So that was really cool to be involved with that.
Would you say, I don't mean to cut you off there, but would you say being there at Oak Hills was kind of, I guess, like a huge door that was open to kind of, I guess, breaking into like
Yeah, I mean, the respect that Oak Hills has and has always had, and that was a great opportunity for me and a good jumping point.
Did you get to meet any pros while you're there?
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I was in my early 20s, and walking into the locker room, and Bernhard Langer's in there, and Lee Trevino, and Payne Stewart. I'll tell you a quick story if I could, real fast, and I don't think this is too off color, but it was raining. It was raining one day of the tournament, and the tour called us out to squeegee off the tees. Okay, so I'm taking my guys around, and we're going backwards, and I get over to number 14 tee at Oak Hills, and there's this gigantic gallery there, and I'm thinking, man, who is this? And so the rules officials parked the crowd for us, and I walk up there with my guys, and it's Lee Trevino, Bob Tway, and Payne Stewart. And
Wow.
the ESPN cameraman is laying on the ground in front of the tee, pointing it at us while my guys are squeegeeing the tee. And I'm standing there next to Lee Trevino, and he kind of punches me in the side and goes, "Hey, pro, what's the weather forecast?" And I said, "Well, Mr. Trevino, they're calling for another couple of inches." And he looks over at his caddy, Big Herman, and he says, "That's what I need, Herman's another couple of inches." And,
Hey,
Wow.
that's a perfect story for this show. We're squeezing and we're begging for
Yeah.
more inches here.
As much
so
as you
anyhow,
can get.
that was kind of fun to just be around those guys for a week.
So we want to definitely get back to your story, but I'm so curious, and I'd love to hear guys who've been around the pros and especially have to work and get these tournaments and get these courses ready to those certain conditions. Now, do you have somebody like coming in from the PGA or the USGA that comes in and kind of, I guess that they are like the head of, they're the head agronomist for that time and kind of telling you how to do your job and your crew, or what?
Yeah, you have an advance person from the PGA Tour that will show up several months in advance, and then they'll come in more frequently as the tournament gets closer. But they'll point out, like for instance, in '86, one of the first jobs we did when I got there, we had to replace all the bunker sand because they wanted that PGA Tour preferred Kasi white sand in the bunkers, and at the time Oak Hills didn't have that. And so they'll tell you, that was about 6 months or whatever it was in front of it. They kind of tell you, they pretty much own that golf course for that week, and they'll tell you whatever they want, and you pretty much need to do what they tell you to do.
So I guess that's kind of like a big resume builder as well too, right? To put that, I guess, on your list and your credentials of your your acclimates.
Yeah, for me at that time there was only 44 PGA Tour sanctioned events, and so to be a part of one of those was it was a really good resume builder, and a lot of good quotes from guys like Greg Norman and some of these guys that talked about. I'm trying to remember. It's Curtis Strange. Curtis Strange said they were the best greens he'd ever putted on. And keep in mind, that was Tiff Dwarf in 1986, 87, 88. We were mowing that stuff in an eighth of an inch, man. We were getting a little crazy back in those days, but you can't do that every week. But we just made it peak out that week, and then you got to raise the height up a little bit because that grass is under so much stress, So yeah, it's definitely a good resume builder.
So if you could kind of get back to, okay, so you're at Oak Hills right now, and you're just kind of finishing off a PGA event, tour championship.
Yeah, so from there, I just kind of was ready to be a superintendent, my own, be the guy that was making the calls. And I was offered the job at McAllen Country Club down in the Rio Grande Valley. And what a great country club that is, and great members, great people. I spent 2 years down there, and then decided I wanted to get back up to San Antonio. And Jack Parker hired me. At the time, he was managing Woodlake Country Club. There were 6 Japanese doctors that had bought Woodlake Country Club, and so I came up to, they each paid $1 million a piece, and that was $6 million back then, but that was like cheap compared to some of the memberships in Japan at that time. So they felt like it was a great deal for them. Anyhow, I came back to run Woodlake, and we did a greens renovation project there as well as a bunker renovation project. And after, I guess it was about 2.5 years into it, Jack called me up one day and said, and only guy that ever calls me Brucey, but he calls me out and goes, Brucey. He said, I'm going to build a golf course off of 281 between the airport and downtown, and I want you to be the superintendent. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, where is he talking about, man? Because all there was that you saw the stacks that you drove by, saw Olmus over there on the side, but I'm like, where is this going to be? So he comes, I actually met him at a, what's that restaurant? I can't remember the name of it. Anyhow, it was kind of like it was a Black Eyed Pea. We met him at a Black Eyed Pea restaurant, jumped in his car, drove over and to kind of where the clubhouse sits now, and looked over into the quarry pit itself. And I'm like, man, I mean, it was full of, when they would like destroy bridges and stuff, roads, they dump a lot of concrete and rebar and asphalt and crud back there. So I'm looking back into this hole full of all this stuff, and I'm going, we're going to build a golf course here, huh? Great. Okay. I'm your man. I'll do it. So wow. Keith Foster designed you guys have played there, fantastic routing, and really took advantage of the cliffs and the routing around the quarry. So anyhow, 31 years later, I'm still working in a hole in the ground.
So tell us, I guess, as you're on these, as you're kind of overlooking into the quarry, could you see that vision that we now get to play and get to enjoy? Like, could you see the makeup of what, what was to come?
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, obviously I'm looking at the plans that Keith had drawn up. I'm watching Wadsworth, moving earth and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a certain, I had a certain vision to it, sure. But in my mind, I'm thinking of the grassing and how that's going to look as we go further into maturity. Those golf course architects, they're darn good. They've got a good eye to be able to take the quarry and for them to envision the routing that is there is really something spectacular.
They saw a gem there, right?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, really, it's just I can only imagine. Like you said, if anyone's been to like a construction site, you see the rubble, right, of those bridges, like you say, and then it is. I mean, we talked about it when we're out there with you. It's a tale of two nines, and so to see that and to see that vision and to make it happen and to somehow make it mesh together, that's got to be like, and for you, I mean, this is your baby. So, I mean, you have to definitely treat this with love. I mean, for those of y'all that don't know out there, Bruce, why don't you kind of talk about the crew that you've had and some of your principles and philosophies? Because I mean, you kind of sound like you've taken a little mom and pop shop and turned it into like a Fortune 500 company out there.
Right. I was about to say that too.
Well, my crew, I've just got a fantastic staff of guys. Most of them have been with me 10 years at least, some 20. I've got Pilar Salinas that's with me, has been with me for 30 years. We were both pretty young guys when we started that job. So I've always, well, in the golf course too, I've always kind of treated it like I owned it myself. I don't spend money that doesn't need to be spent, and I treat my staff, I feel like, very well. I'm very fair with them. They take very good pride in their work, and a lot of them play golf. And so I think, people don't quit jobs; they quit managers. And I think if you're a good
facts.
manager, and you treat your people with respect, and you're gonna they want to. Everybody wants to do a good job for you. So that's kind of my philosophy of staffing and running a crew on a golf course.
And it seems like, I mean, being a coach, being a coach and teacher, going into my 19th year, you see that uh, you're only as good as your staff. And I love to hear that there's not there's no, like, I guess there's no secret serum, there's no secret potion right there that you're putting in to your course. It seems like it's some good old hard work, some great teamwork, and there's a lot of loyalty, because it seems like, and like you said, I mean, that's a great, I mean, you quit managers, right? But it seems like y'all have got the recipe for success, and it seems like it's you're only as good as your staff.
Yep.
Yeah, and I also have to say thanks to my owner, Bill Greehey, for giving us the resources that we need to, produce a good product. You gotta have that too, right?
Oh, that's a hard definite. So why don't you
Yep.
tell everybody? I mean, we have a love affair. We have a love and hate affair with the quarry. You got a lot of people always saying, "Oh, hey, camp. There's no trees out there, right? There's no trees.
No trees, yeah.
They're like, don't play it in June. Don't play it in July. You're gonna fry out there, right? You're gonna dehydrate, have a heat stroke. So as you are working on this course, how did everything? I know you said you kind of got there, but how did this really kind of come to be, and you made this big switch to where y'all did this greens renovation?
Right.
Well, first of all, let me just say something about it being hot in the quarry. It's actually cooler in the quarry because you're farther away from the sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I first heard it, I actually thought about it. I was like, he
Yeah.
makes sense.
I know. I'm like, is he joking, or is he being
I
serious?
know.
Because
Is he being sarcastic?
I can believe it either way, right? I'm super gullible. I can believe it either way.
So these greens were planted with Tiff Dwarf back in 1993. Over a period of time, over a period of years, Tiff Dwarf mutates. Okay, it mutates. Since it's a mutation, it mutates again. And so, I had about 13 different cousins of Tiff Dwarf on my greens. And from a management standpoint, it's difficult to verticut. When you have these different patches, some of them are shallow rooted, some of them are deep rooted. And so we needed to get back to a nice clean stand of grass. And I was originally going to go with Tiff Eagle, and was calling around to some of my friends that were growing Tiff Eagle, and at some pretty high end clubs in Florida and just around the country. Excuse me. And they started talking to me about this grass called Tiff 3D that they were growing in test plots. Because it had not been released yet for golf courses to plant on an 18-hole course. And they started talking to me about this Tiff 3D, and they're like, Bruce, man, I've got this growing right next to my Tiff Eagle, and if you held a gun to my head, and I was going to redo greens tomorrow, I'd use the Tiff 3D instead of the Tiff Eagle. And I was like, wow, man. So I called the superintendent down at Stream Song Resort in Florida, because he had a test plot down there, and we flew down there and played golf. He didn't have it on any of his greens. He just had a test plot of it. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, man, this is beautiful. I mean, it was 3D, dark, dense, and durable. And so we came back. It was myself, Dustin Burrell, who's our general manager, Sid Greehey, managing general partner, and Miguel Amaya, our head pro. We all went down there and saw it, and they all agreed, man, this looks great. So I got in touch with Dr. Brian Schwartz with the University of Georgia. He's the one that developed this grass and has been testing it at sites all over the southern U.S. for about the last 10 years. I spoke extensively with him. In fact, he was out there about a week ago, and did a site visit and looked at them. And said, man, everything's looking good, which was made me feel good. So I think we've really made the right choice here. The TIF 3D is not, okay, first of all, it is an ultra dwarf. There you go. There's a picture of 10 green. It is an ultra dwarf. It's much like TIF Eagle or Champion or Mini Verde in that it has that density, that shoot density, which allows us to cut it lower than.
If we could, I guess, what other courses do you know of here in San Antonio have something of that TIF Eagle that I guess we can kind of maybe compare to?
Well, I know that River Crossing has TIF Eagle. I think Dominion has TIF Eagle. I'm not really sure. I don't want to say something that's not true, but you can, when you go in a pro shop or something, say, hey, what kind of greens do y'all have, and they'll be able to tell you.
So let everybody know, who is the only course in Texas that is going to have this TIF 3D?
That's us, man. We're first out of the chute. So again, we chose it since we are a daily fee. I'm not closed on Mondays like a lot of country clubs. The TIF 3D is a little less labor intensive in that it doesn't require as much verticutting and as much top dressing as TIF Eagle or Champion do. And so I felt like that was a really good fit for us, because if you get behind the 8-ball and get a lot of thatch buildup on like a Champion or a TIF Eagle, it's hard to catch up. So you don't want to get to that point. You know what I mean? So that's just another reason we chose it.
So we have a great comment right here from one of your former colleagues right here, Brad Eichens. Bruce Berger is the man. Thank you so much for helping us out at the first tee of San Antonio back in the day.
Hey, Brad. You're welcome, buddy.
Yep.
In that regards, to kind of piggyback off of Brad's point right there. Now, being in the game for so long and being at your course and being the only one that's kind of overseeing, the care and the manicure of that course, has there been other supers in the area that have reached out to you? And I know you'll have your secret society meetings where, your super, that's what I call it, the secret society of the superintendents. And that's somebody that has really kind of like, I guess, asked for your advice and your tutelage in regards to building or, constructing of these greens or anything of that nature.
Yeah. We all superintendents, we share information with each other. We want all of us to do good. So I'll get phone calls and I'll call guys, we just all try to share information and make our golf courses as good as possible. Yes, we're in competition with each other, but we want to see everybody do well. So yeah, somebody calls me up and says, hey, Bruce, what do you think about this? Can you come over here and look at my greens and see what you think's going on? Sure, man. Buy me an enchilada plate or a beer and I'll head over there.
So what you're saying is you've gotten quite a few of those, or is that what you're saying?
A couple.
So as we kind of get into this, maybe like your superintendents and and I'd love to hear you say that, because a lot of times as being a coach, we're in the coaching fraternity and we are in competition with each other. What would you say is maybe something that some of the courses that struggle with here in San Antonio, and that's something that maybe that a lot of courses deal with, or that a problem that kind of exists at times here in San Antonio?
Well, every course is unique, and I try to. I have people all the time say, "Hey, what's going on over here? What's happening over there?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, I got my own 163 acres to worry about. I don't know what they're doing." It could be
honest answer right there.
That's the truth. I try not to put my spoon in somebody else's soup. So that's kind of where I'll leave that at.
So in that regards, you have several other projects going on there. You have a new putting surface that's going to be there by number one. Now,
Mhm.
what is, I guess, the purpose of that? Because you have a pretty solid putting surface as well. Is that something to maybe help with, I guess, the flow and maybe, I guess, the readiness of the course and the golfers?
Yeah, two reasons. One to get the golfers over by number one tee to kind of make a more fluid move towards number one. The marshal, the starter, doesn't have to drive all the way over to the big putting green and get the people. So they'll kind of, they can go down there and putt at the big one, but then as they gets closer to their tee time, go putt on the new putting green up by number one tee. The second reason we built it is we're putting a snack bar, restroom facility, bar with a teaching bay, hitting station in it, and so we're gonna, that thing will be open later on into the night. Maybe 9 o'clock. I don't know. We haven't decided on the hours yet, but we're gonna light that putting green up so you could, have a beer up there
Wow.
and walk down and puddle, hit a few putts at night. So just to try to enhance the driving range facility, we also added a lot more mats on the back of the driving range tee up there. When Keith Foster designed the quarry, he wanted, if there was going to be any weak spot on the quarry, he didn't want it to be a golf hole on the golf course. And so it's the driving range. Let's be honest. It's a short driving range. It's more of a warm-up facility. It's not a hey, let's go pound drivers for an hour. It's a warm up and let's go play golf. So yeah, we're enhancing that amenity.
Well, we go and pound drivers, and don't worry, they don't even get close to
They
getting to the
I've watched you. I've seen that.
we got very short swings. We got very short
Very
swings.
short. Tony Finau, come on.
So one thing you talked about, and it was pretty interesting to me because I had the privilege to play it the last week it was open. So the last week it was open, Wood Lake. Now, I guess what's your thought? Because not only are you a golf super, I mean, you were a player and you were a pretty solid player in your time.
You said you were like a single digit handicap.
Yeah.
And you didn't you have to give some shots back to the course at one point?
I was a plus 0.5.
Yeah, that's almost almost a stroke.
But I'm not that anymore. So don't be asking for any shots when
don't be asking for any aside, right?
Pops, yeah.
So we talk about Wood Lake, and you said you were there. In regards to Wood Lake, I guess what are your thoughts on maybe the rise and fall of some of the courses? Some of the great courses that we had here once in San Antonio that are no longer here.
Yeah, with Wood Lake, the water situation. When they started really cutting back on how much Edwards Aquifer water a golf course could pump, that's a limiting factor on being able to keep a golf course alive. Now, I don't know about Pecan Valley, what happened down there, but at the quarry, at least, we back in 2005, we traded back 220 acre feet of Edwards Aquifer water for 220 acre feet of Saws reclaimed water. We actually won the Water Saver of the Year award that year. But what that allowed us to do was not go under any water restrictions. Now, granted, there's some challenges involved with having recycled water versus that beautiful, clear Edwards water, but we don't have to, reduce 20%, reduce 40% or any of that. We can water as much as we want to because it's recycled water. And so I think that, and there was a cost involved in that. And I think, Wood Lake, great golf course back in the day, but I think it just, had some issues, and just like any other business, if the money's not coming in, you can't sustain it.
And you say that, and Freddie, I don't mean to be taking over the whole show, but this is like,
go ahead.
This is like intriguing to me because I had a discussion with another super recently about Rebecca Creek, or a former super about Rebecca Creek, is that they used to look better because it was pulling water from the Guadalupe, right?
Mhm.
And then
Right.
as soon as, and you say that as soon as they
Yeah.
made that illegal, or they were no longer to do that, that the condition of that course, and again, I'm not out here to trash courses, but that course has not looked good since it could no longer pull from that water. And so you bring up a valid point that a lot of these courses, it's the demise in their resources. And it seems like uh I know a lot of times in that recycled water, there's like minerals and stuff that you have to deal with, that like, say somebody told me Landa's golf course always looks good because of the water from the Comal, the minerals and things of that nature. And I'm like, I don't know if you're just blowing smoke up my ass or like what. I said, but it sounds believable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the recycled water is it's got a lot of salt in it, a lot of bicarbonates, and those can build up in the soil and kind of tighten or deflocculate the soil. And so a lot of people put down calcium sulfate. We've actually got an injection system where we're injecting some products into the irrigation water to get that water to move through the profile. So it's not cheap either. So yeah, it all kind of comes back to money, doesn't it?
Yeah. See, Bruce, and that's why I had asked you the other day, like on budgeting. I always ask some of these people, was like, is budgeting a big factor? And I know it's a dumb question, but everybody says yes. Budgeting is a real issue, because if you have the money to spend in it, but it's like people like you who said, hey, I'm using the money wisely. I don't buy things that I don't have to, and I only get things that I need. So you're able to do the things that you're able to do. And going back to the water situation, being like in the water industry, like I understand, like when you have to control the water from it just having like a correct pH, and you add about the bicarbs, now you have them biochemicals, so you can contain that water to where you need to get that water to do whatever you need for it to do. And again, it costs money to do that. So and what I'm trying to get at is just like to some of these golf courses, they didn't really have the funds that you somewhat have to be able to do some of these to the extent that you're doing it to. I mean, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate, as I said, that they give us the resources we need to get what we need done and to put out the best product that we can. And so I'm fortunate in that respect, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Bruce. So tell us. We need some juice, man. We need to give us some juice, some stories, some from your time. All right. What has been the craziest thing that you've probably seen from your perspective as a super or a director of agronomy out there, whether it was your time in Oak Hills or whether your time at the Quarry
or anywhere? Yeah.
Oh man, I'll tell you a funny. I got a couple of them.
Give it to us. That's what we want.
Shoot it.
This happened at Wood Lake. I'm sorry, McAllen Country Club one day. It was Ladies' Day, and it's real windy down there. I mean, like windy, man. And I was driving my cart down the middle of number 12 fairway, and there was a group of ladies. I could see them out of the corner of my eye over on 14 green. And all of a sudden, out of my Emmett Smith-like peripheral vision, I saw what I thought was a rabbit, like running from the green over to the restroom facility. But when I looked over at it, this lady's wig had blown off, and it was tumbling through the grass.
Wow.
She was chasing it, man. And if you've never seen an elderly lady in a full sprint, I mean, it was crazy to see. So that was kind of weird.
She didn't tie it down right.
No, I guess not. And another time, this happened when I was doing the first grow in of the Quarry. Jack Parker calls me up one day and he said, Bruce, there's a lady, her husband passed away, and she wants to sprinkle his ashes out at the Quarry. She wants to have him be the first person to play the golf course. And so he said, will you meet her up in the parking lot? And so I did. And it was her and her daughter and son-in-law, and they had this urn, and we walked down to number 18 green. It was still wet, just keeping everything watered and wet. And so I walked them down to 18 green, and they're sprinkling the ashes, or about to sprinkle the ashes all around 18 green or on it. And I said, I'll come back. I'll give you some privacy. And she's like, no, you please stay here. And it was the most awkward feeling just standing there, and kind of digging my toe into the ground, looking around and stuff. And so they finished up and they left. I got them back out of there. And there's all these ashes all over the green. And my assistant at the time was out mowing greens, and he's coming up 16, 17. And it didn't really dawn on me he's coming to 18 green. And he starts mowing 18 green, and he calls me on the radio and goes, Bruce, there's like a bunch of rocks or something on the green, man. He was mowing up the ashes, and I don't know if you've ever seen them before.
Dang.
Yeah, it was like pebbly and stuff. And so he freaked out, and we have some waterfalls over on number 17 that I hardly ever run, but he felt so bad about it. He went and dumped the buckets in the waterfalls and turned the waterfalls on to get it better. But guys, I've seen so much crazy stuff out there, man.
I could imagine.
We could do a whole show on that. A lot of this stuff is probably not safe for podcast or anything, man. We've caught
nothing is OB. Bruce, come on.
Well, we remember when Stoneworks was there. We'd find some stuff the next day after that Thursday night fiasco they had. We'd find some crazy stuff out there on the golf course, man.
All right, Bruce. Now, so I guess it makes sense why I had to sell a Scotty Cameron after missing a big putt on 18. It's probably there's some ghosts. There's some ghosts out there.
Some haunted stuff out there.
Yeah, we felt kind of weird about that. That was really weird, but yeah. Anyhow, that's
All right, Bruce. As before we let you go, what has maybe been your most favorite moment being involved in the golf game that you can say that, hey, like I'm not going to say your crowning achievement, but maybe one of the moments that you've been maybe the most proud of being part of the game?
Good question, Andy.
Well, that's a tough question. I've been doing this so long, and I just enjoy seeing people come out and have fun, man. Seeing people have fun, because that's what it's all about, coming out and having fun with your buddies and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been involved in PGA Tour events and senior PGA Tour qualifying schools, and that's all fun, and hang out in the locker rooms and with the Lee Trevinos and Greg Normans of the world. But really, for me, it's just seeing people have fun, man. It's as simple as that. I guess that's what keeps me coming back to work every day.
That's what keeps you going. Okay, so I have one more question for you, but I got a question that I got text on right here.
Okay.
If you can put back on the technical hat, put on your hard hat right here. What is the lifespan of a tee box?
Ooh.
Depends on how it was built.
All right.
If it was built properly.
And that's the next part of this question right there. I don't mean to cut you off, but meaning how long can they go normally without having to resurface them to flatten them out? And how do you prevent crowning over their life cycle?
Well, to prevent crowning, you would fill divots individually and not like a super, although they'll still crown a little bit. What you sometimes have to do, and I had to do it a couple of years ago on some of my par 3 tees, you take a phrase mower. It almost literally shaves the surface. You can set the angles on it and phrase mow them back down to level. But then you usually have to, if you cut too much of the material off, then you have to go back in and resod or resprig it. But my tee boxes are 31 years old. I mean, they were built real well. They were sand capped. There's 4 inches of sand on top of it, and then we sprigged them with 328 back in the day. But they're sloped to where they drain properly. So it's kind of depends on the golf course and the way they were built is really the answer, and how you maintain them.
And I guess maybe that's why in speaking with Andrew Peterson and speaking with Ruben Cadavale from ACGC, why a lot of they're kind of doing a lot of work on these courses and renovating because of possibly old infrastructure. All right. Last question right here. We got one more. We got a comment right here real quick. Matthew Melendez right here. Never played the Quarry before. Excited to play there when it opens up. Hey, we're
I think everybody's excited, bro.
We're salivating.
I'm glad. It's gonna be great, guys. It really is, and then looking forward to it.
Yep. And then just to fact check, as we were talking, I was on my computer, and it did say that Quarry is the only one. And then there is variants of TIFF, right? Like that you're talking about earlier, the TIFF Eagle and TIFF other stuff. So there's other courses that use that. But as far as TIFF 3D, the Quarry is the only one in Texas. That's pretty cool. You know what I mean? And then we have it here in San Antonio. So I mean, just to give you one quick question, what's your take on San Antonio golf? I mean, like, where do you see San Antonio golf? I mean, do you see it like being a popular, getting more and more golfers, or like what's your take on it since you've been in the game for 31 years? Do you see a difference?
Tell you what, I see it continuing to grow. I see it continuing. I see all the daily fee courses continuing to stay busy. Golf is super popular in San Antonio, and you go get these tourists that come to town and they want to play the Quarry and they want to play some of these other courses. And so I'm got a very positive outlook for the state of golf in San Antonio for the future, for sure.
That's awesome, man.
Well, you're a big part of it, Bruce. Okay, very last question, and then we'll let you go. We're so thankful to have you on the show, guys. If you're just hopping on the show right now, that's Bruce Berger. He is the director of agronomy out at beautiful Quarry Golf Course. Okay, last question, Bruce. Who are you playing your final round of golf with?
Oh wow. Probably my mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I've ever heard that one.
If there's any way you can elaborate for the viewers out there.
Well, she's the one that got me into this game. She believe it or not, man, she bought me a 3-iron. That's what who buys their kid a 3-iron to learn to play golf with, you know?
Did she love you? Did she love you?
Yeah, give me something to get up in the air. But yeah, and she would take me out the golf course. I was probably 6 or 7, but I didn't really start playing much till I was 11. But at least, you know, she introduced me to the game and was a very avid golfer. She was a club champion. So
wow.
I'd want her. I definitely want her. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I've played golf with a lot of really cool people and famous people. And I don't know. That's a tough question, Andy. Come on, man.
No, bro. I'm going to tell you, Bruce, you've been a great guest tonight, and that was
awesome.
That was a beautiful freaking answer, man. Damn, beautiful answer, Bruce. Hey, guys, make sure, guys, September 1st, right? We're on track.
It's on September 1st.
We're on track, man. Yep.
All right, guys. Hey, that's Bruce Berger. Make sure, guys, if by chance he's an early riser, he's an early worker, you'll see Gus out there on the course with him. Make sure, guys, you let him know out there Facebook on the SA Golfers page your favorite taco spots around that area because he loves to get tacos for his crew. Hey, Bruce, thanks so much for being on, brother. You're a great guest.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Appreciate
it. Y'all have a good one. Thanks again.
All right, you have a good night, brother.
Good stuff, bro. That dude that was good stuff, bro.
Dude, hey, Bruce Berger. Hey, the Good Burger. Hey, the man.
Yeah. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. How may I help you?
All right, right here, guys. Brucey, why don't you bring up some of these comments right here, man? We got a lot of good stuff.
Yes, sir, man. So, like you said, we got right here, Mike Ayala. I'm just here for the free round of La Cantera. I don't even know who y'all are. Come on, Mike. We got.
I don't think he's eligible though, right? I mean, we checked. There is a discrepancy in his payment. So
you have to live in San Antonio. You gotta have 210 area code. We got Rennie. I like to shake your hand, Mr. Berger. We got Mr. Joseph right here. Love Bruce. Anything the new earth can do to help Bruce Berger, let me know. Ooh, come on.
There it is.
Little effort, man. Cool mom vibes, bro. Dude, seriously, no lie. That was the first time I've ever heard. Like, I've heard dads, brothers, uncles, nephews, whatever, dude, but I've never heard really anybody say their mom, and that kind of hit me, man. I'm a boy mom, dude.
Hey, Brucey. Hey, Brucey. Make sure you tell your mom you love her, bro, because I don't have my mother.
Every day.
That's what it kind of hit me, and he was gracious enough to elaborate because I didn't know if he wanted to get there, and I was like, tell me why.
I want to shut down my screen real quick. And then we got Mr. Robert, my man right here, bro. I'm only here for Brucey. I'm his biggest supporter. Come on, Rob.
No, I think he means tallest supporter.
Oh, damn shit, dude. And then right here, man, we got Michael Gomez. I'll buy it off you for your member rate.
Hold on. Mike Ayala's got a good one. Bring it up, Brucey.
Mike's got I paid through Vetix. It's legit. Oh yeah, good shot, Mike. Hey, wow,
Oh man. All right.
good stuff, bro.
I'm going to tell you guys, I'll bring up a couple more pictures right here, guys, before we get to our raffle. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be giving away, courtesy of FOREBROS, courtesy of Lock and Thread. We're going to be giving out 2 free rounds of golf. Brucey's got the wheel. We're going to spin it, and we will be giving out 2 free rounds of golf. But you can redeem them after tomorrow's event. I'm looking forward to Lock and Terra, man. It's looking nice. I'm going to be playing with some of the guys from the cartel. I'm going to be playing with Ray Martinez and Pedro. Hey,
dang. Hey, bro, like this Chingos
nervous.
golf shirt, bro.
Hey,
finally put it on, bro.
I still can't wear mine. I'm still a little chunky. It's like
I had to wear one of those Bajas.
It's like watching a sausage get cased. What do you think, bro? Hey, I'm rocking my my Aguas golf polo right here.
Ooh, come on, dude. Hey, we got Ricardo here. Hola, chicos, desde Cancun. Come on.
Ay, damn.
Ooh, dude.
Ooh, hey, I played the Bureau Star out there.
Ooh, nice, bro. Hey, dude, we got to take a trip too, man. Right? We got to take a trip.
So here we go, Charlie. Watch out, bro. They played $2 dots. I'm scared, Charlie. I need some cash, bro.
Hey, Andy, how about this one, bro? Pride Month polo. That's what it looks like, bro. That's what I thought it was, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Of course, I mean, because you and Fernando, I mean, y'all are jotos together. Sorry.
Hey.
I mean, hey, but out of love. Joto birds.
Sergio Avenando and 3 others took advantage of the FOREBROS Club Sale Special. Bro, those are deals, bro. Dude, I didn't want to say, I don't want to even look at you, bro. Have you hit it yet?
No, I have not hit it yet. Robert hooked me up with a great deal for a Mizuno driver. It fits on my specs. Oh man, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited, but if I have one more bad round with the stealth, then boom, it's freaking on right there.
Dang, bro. I'll have to look into this one, man. Our boy Javi, the guy that we met at the
you don't have to tell me, bro. I remember people, bro.
Okay, all I know is FOREBROS golf page denied my entry for some reason. I'll look into that, Javi. Let me see what's up, man. Because we don't.
He'll look into it, but once he gets approved, Javi, because even Bruce is not approved.
I know one discrepancy they have, which I know he doesn't have, is a joint Facebook accounts. I know he's got his own Facebook account, but I think we're good there, man.
All right, guys. But we wanted to get right into our conversation with Bruce. So we're going to go ahead and speak on our sponsors right here, guys. And our first sponsor that we are going to be speaking on right here is our FOREBROS tour. Tomorrow, we're going to be at La Cantera for our FOREBROS event. I'm really excited. The going rate out there to be at La Cantera is $150. And you know what, tomorrow, Brucey, how much are FOREBROS paying just to be out there tomorrow?
$80, bro. Come on, man. Like, people spend that on dinner by themselves, man.
$80, dude. So that's just one little thing, and we want to thank the Quarry Golf Course. I'm sorry, correction. We want to thank La Cantera for hooking up with these rates, and that's a benefit to being a part and a member of FOREBROS Tour. Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast is presented by FOREBROS Tour. Never golf alone again. If you don't have a home, FOREBROS Tour has a home for you. We've got all different types of games at our outings. We have net, gross, king of the par threes, never golf alone again. And also, FOREBROS Tour does not take any admin fees or take any of your money. Every dollar you put in, you get a chance to win. That's FOREBROS Tour. Check us out on Facebook, on UG, at Unknown Golf, FOREBROS Tour, never golf alone again.
Good stuff. Let's go.
FOREBROS Tour, and also we want to thank. Go for it, bro. Tell me, Brucey.
No, I'm saying, what do you think you're gonna shoot tomorrow, bro? What's your ideal that you think, man? Because your game's been good, bro. You whooped my ass at Lackland, bro.
But I don't think it had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with
your drives are on.
And remember, one thing that we know about my game is if I'm in the fairway. If I'm in the fairway, I can at least have a chance. To score. If I'm not in the fairway, I mean, I scramble, but man, I like my eggs fertilized. but I mean, I'm not I'm not a great scrambler. Bring on some of these comments, man. I see we got some
Yes, sir.
comments
Yes,
right
sir. Yes, sir, man. Mr. Matt, I'm interested in a white FOREBROS hat. Do you have any of those, Andy?
Matt is playing. Matt, you're playing tomorrow, brother. I saw your name. I have one for you. I will bring it tomorrow, brother. Don't ask me for any black hats because I have one black hat and it's going to Pedro tomorrow. I don't even have a black hat, so let's put it that way.
Mr. Rennie, I wish I could go. Peace out. Dang.
Well, we'll see you. We'll see you, Renee. We'll see you at Riverside, brother.
Riverside.
I saw your name.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one, bro. Riverside's gonna be a big one, man. So I'm ready for that. I'm gonna be at that one. We got some guys coming up from Alice on that one too. So that should be another big one.
I'm looking forward to Riverside, especially because they just got carts. So it's going to be about just maybe under a week that they got those carts. And these
Mr. Rudy, 4 left and 4 right. Come on,
hey,
man.
I know. And if I get it down the middle, hey, baby, it's a surprise, dude. I'm going to shock you. I'm going to shock the world. I'm ready, though. I'm ready. I don't know if I'm going to go off tomorrow, but Riverside, if you go on www.nothingisob.com, you'll see my favorite course, and my favorite course is Riverside.
Yep, we got Mr. Mike Osman. Wish I was playing with my bestie tomorrow.
Okay, don't start your shit. Don't start your shit, Mike.
I mean, you, Charlie.
Oh.
Look at this. Look at this. Just sent you a PM, bro. Dang, Andy, bro. Hey, damn. And then our boy Javi's gonna play Mission. His first time playing Mission on Sunday, and dude, I think Mission's good, bro. I think you're gonna be good, Javi. So enjoy your round on Sunday, bro. I think Mission's top tier on the trail. And then we got Mr. Luis. Go ahead.
Here we go. Go for it, bro. No.
And then
it's your time.
Man, it had everything to do with that Polo Aguas gear. Helps you play better. Saludos, Andy, all the way from El Paso, Texas. Come on. There you go.
There we go right there. I don't know if it's El Paso.
Is it? I think you said it was from El Paso. I think they were from
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You don't listen to me, bro. You don't listen to me.
Let me.
I'm gonna Google it.
I'm gonna Google.
I know we can hear you. We can hear. Hey, we can hear you type.
Okay, sorry, bro.
We can hear you type. We can hear you type. Right there.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Dumas. There we go, bro. Dumas, Texas, right there.
Is that by El Paso?
I don't know if it's by El Paso. I think it's by Amarillo. I think.
Ooh.
Let's see. Luis, you're listening out there. All right. And then here we go. Our dog, Rudy, the Rude dog. I'm back tomorrow after 2 long weeks of work. Come on, Rudy. We waiting, baby.
I know. Hey, he was trying to set up a little Friday date, bro. He wanted to play some NCAA 25. Do some barbecue and play some NCAA.
I can't even afford a gaming system, so I don't even know what the big deal is. I'm still.
Your last one was a Sega?
No, there's a Wii.
Ah, the Wii.
Hey, that's how I work on my golf game. Right there.
Hey, and then El Paso is by El Paso. Damn, I knew it, bro. For some reason, I knew it was, bro.
It's not. The Aguas Golf is not from El Paso. Right there, guys. All right, guys. Brucey, let's go ahead and before we get to the wheel, let's also speak on our gold sponsor, Brad Ishins with Metal Stacks. Special thanks to our gold sponsor and FOREBROS tour board member, Brad Ishins with Metal Stacks. Metal Stacks is a precious metals collectors club and has the lowest pricing for gold and silver coins, rounds, bars online. They offer 3 different options. 1, you can purchase silver and gold at retail. 2, you can join the club and purchase precious metals at either wholesale or at cost. Or 3, you can join Brad's team, where you can earn free silver, unlimited retail commissions, and bonuses up to $16,000 per week. Woo! That's some good coin, literally. If I could trust Brad, you should too. All you got to do is text Nothing is OB to Brad at 210-274-5894 to learn more. Also, you can hit him up on his Facebook page at MSBrad. Also, please visit his website at msbrad.com. That is Brad Ishins, gold sponsor of Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast. Thank you, Brad, for your sponsorship.
Good stuff. Hey, Andy boy. So Dumas is just north of Amarillo, bro. You were 100%. I don't know why I said El Paso, bro. Maybe because of that Mexico looking one with the corn and stuff. Maybe you got me thinking like that, but you're right. It's gonna be on the Panhandle, bro. Fact check.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
on it, bro.
on the Bruegel. It's on the
On the-
Bruegel.
On the brew. Theo Google was
Hey,
telling me, bro.
there you go. All right, guys. Thank y'all for everybody tuning in tonight, man. We appreciate y'all chiming in. We had a great guest in regards to having Bruce Berger, the director of golf, director of agronomy for the Quarry Golf Course. All right, guys, let's go ahead and bring up that wheel, Brucey, and blow it up all
There
the
you
way,
go,
bro.
man. I got it right here, bro. So now you're just gonna have to tell me when you're ready to shuffle, how many times you want me to shuffle, and then when you want me to spin. So just let me know.
So, guys, as a reminder, in order to be eligible for this drawing, you have to be a paid and registered for tomorrow's round at La Cantera. You cannot use this free round tomorrow, but you can use this free round after tomorrow's round. All right. So we are going to select 2 winners. And once again, we really want to thank Anthony Cantu and La Cantera for hooking us up, giving us a great deal, almost 50% off. And we want to thank FOREBROS Tour for providing these for our members. And once again, FOREBROS Tour, never golf alone again. Take 0 fees, 0 of your money. Every dollar you put in, you can go ahead and have every opportunity to win on there. All right.
Yep. So, dude, hold on, bro. Hold on. Sorry, man. Did Mike Gomez, Mike Ayala? Let's see.
Double check the list, guys. We already got a discrepancy, guys. We got a discrepancy already.
I got your list right here. I want to see if I had just make sure I didn't miss anybody. And I don't see Osman's. Oh, I think Osman he's lying, right? Because Osman's not playing.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
Right there. Hold on.
Right?
Hold on, guys. Okay.
Is Mike Austin playing?
Yes, dude. I think you're missing the bottom half of the names.
No, I got it. I got all of them.
Okay, Andy Torres, Rudy Jaimez, Mike Osman, Ray Martinez, John Renfro, Jeremiah Sierra, Nick Parentu, and Colby Lunsvorth.
Oh, okay. There you go. 10-4.
Did you get?
That's the one. That's the one that I missed. I'm sorry, bro.
You're missing that Andy bottom Torres, section, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So call him
Rudy Jaimez.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike Osman. See, look, yes. And Rudy didn't see it either. Remember, guys, this is all Brucey right here.
Yeah,
this is all Brucey.
My bad, guys. Okay. My bad.
Right. Ray Martinez, John Renfro, Mike. There it is, Mike. You are here for the people. All right. Rudy Jaimez, you better be sorry, Brucey.
Yeah, that's because he told me he was gonna make some fajitas, bro. I'm sorry, man. Nick P.
And then Jeremiah Sierra.
Yeah, I already put Maya S. Okay. And then I just need Colby, and then I should be good.
L.
If you want to just double check.
Well, I mean, we're double checking now because of you. So now we're double checking. Okay. Thank you, Bruce.
So now I have. So I added Andy Torres, Rudy, Mike, Ray, John, Jeremiah, Nick, and Colby. After that, all the names are all on there. So, and then the pending list, I didn't add the pending list.
Fernando, where's my name? Is Fernando on there? Did Brucey?
Yes,
did you miss
I have
names too?
Yes, no. I got it right here. I got it right here.
Keep going Fernando down. Scroll down.
Fernando, right there.
Junior. Okay, there you go. Stop crying, Fernando. Fernando, go back to work, bro. Go back to work, man. All right.
I swear, guys, I added everybody on here, man. It was just like the bottom half of that names.
It was a technical. Tell them technical issues.
Technical difficulties. Forgive me. Dude, look at all these names, bro. Come on, man. You got to give me a chance here.
Okay, here we go,
How many shuffles do you want?
I'm off already. I want 2 shuffles and then hit the spin.
Okay, ready? First shuffle. There we go. Second shuffle. There we go. And ready to spin.
The first winner of 1 round of golf to La Cantera. Okay, Rene Rangel. Congratulations, Rene. Make sure you removed his name. Congratulations, Rene. All right, I will make sure to get that free round of golf to you tomorrow out at the La Cantera event. All right, let's go ahead and go 3 shuffles this time and then a spin.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then here we go for a spin.
Oh, he missed me. Ryan Gilbert. Ryan doesn't need any free rounds. He's rich. Congrats, Ryan, our dude, FOREBROS member right there, Ryan Gilbert. Congrats, guys. We will be giving out those free rounds of golf tomorrow to La Cantera. All right. Also, guys, right here, guys, before we close out, we also want to speak on the 50-50 raffle drawing that Rudy Jaimez is hosting, is helping us out with. Hey, guys, 50% of that goes to the winner. 50% of that goes to helping the FOREBROS, adding a backdrop, any other things we need. Don't forget, guys, on August 3rd, Saturday, August 3rd, we will be out at Riverside. We're going to be barbecuing out there. Man, it's going to be a great time. We got 52 paid players already. Try to get more tee times, but man, this is the first week. This is the first week that Riverside has golf carts. So it's great to be a part.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a great event. We're gonna be barbecuing. We're gonna be drinking. We're gonna be really enjoying the bros, enjoying ourselves, and enjoying our time out there, guys. So make sure, guys, hit us up on the Unknown Golf page on Facebook, on FOREBROS Tour, guys. Also, guys, please check out, guys, www.nothingisob.com, guys, for past episodes, how to follow us, how to support Nothing is OB Golf Podcast. And we really want to thank y'all, guys. Thank everybody for chiming in, and thank our awesome guest, Bruce, man. Brucey and I will be out there on September 1st. That's a Sunday.
Come on.
We will be out there.
First in line, bro. I'm gonna be there like open.
Hey, Brucey's gonna be there treating it like a Black Friday. Out there, he's gonna be out there,
bro,
with his concha and out there in a tent. He's gonna be ready to go.
Mr. Robert had a good little thing. He goes, www.mikeisnotmybestie.com.
He tells everybody that. That's why you can't put any worth or value into Mike's bestie talk, because he calls everybody bestie. He calls Charlie bestie, me bestie, Rudy bestie. Well, nobody's really calls you because you're never around. And so,
dang, bro.
And so the thing is, the last website, www.tightinvite.com.
Charlie,
sure
that's like a legal website.
Charlie, we already went there, and there's some great stuff, Charlie. Great stuff on that website. Guys, thanks so much, Brucey. Parting shots, man. Parting shots as we close out tonight.
Just want to give it up to San Antonio Golf, bro. I mean, it's popping right now, bro. And then for all the people we've met along our way, man, and just keep on and show up, man. Like for all our other new friends we've met, you show up to FOREBROS. Like I said, this week's gonna be a good one. We got two big ones, and then we still have some more coming up, like in August, man. We got Alice Station coming up, man. So just guys who haven't tried out FOREBROS, give it a shot, guys. I swear to God, you're gonna like it.
I really want to thank my last parting shot is this is Brad Eichen's last episode as being a gold sponsor for the Nothing is OB Golf Podcast. I'm so appreciative of all of Brad's support and his friendship for helping out the podcast and being a good friend to us in the podcast and being a great supporter. Hey, guys, thanks so much for chiming in, guys, and tuning in, guys. Please continue to support Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast. Please hit up www.nothingisob.com. In the game of life,
nothing